Friends, enemies, assorted potted plants. It has been said that every prophet who has predicted the end of the world has been wrong. Every person who has predicted that the world would end in fire, or in a flood, or be hit by a comet, or, I don't know, merge with Planet X and become a new world, all of those people have been wrong. And every breath you take is proof of that. And that is immediately, evidentially obvious, but there's a similar problem. And that is that every person who has predicted that Donald Trump will be brought to justice has been wrong, including the man himself. Donald Trump predicted that he would be arrested today, tried to rally his goons to his cause, and I've been following the AP for on and off for most of the day, and it seems that he wasn't arrested. No one came, put him in handcuffs. He's still down there, in Florida. Not too far from where the Beige Void is, incidentally. But, I'm to the point right now where I don't think that it matters. Let me be more clear. There were times where it would have been a matter of great import that Donald Trump had been arrested. During the campaign trail, for example, when he said that he was going to do horrible things, or when they had evidence that he was colluding with Russians. If they arrested him then, before he could have taken office, that would have been a moment of incredible import. If they had arrested him when the Mueller report came out and said that we're pretty sure he colluded with Russia, that would have been a matter of incredible import. On the 6th, if they arrested him, if federal agents walked into the White House and arrested Donald Trump on the 6th, after he incited a goddamn fucking riot that ended with people breaking into the White House and fucking pillaging it, that would have been a matter of great import. If they had arrested him after he left the White House, when they found all those documents at Mar-a-Lago and he refused to cooperate with putting them back, that would have at least proven that a civilian, someone unaffiliated with the government, that there are limits to the shenanigans they can pull before the will of the people is exerted upon them. But as of now, it doesn't matter. Donald Trump has gotten away with everything. Everything. So far. And the precedent is he will continue to get away with it. Donald John Trump is simply not accountable to the law. He is above the law. And that is something we are going to have to deal with. And it's not just Donald Trump. There are dozens, maybe hundreds of people who keep doing heinous crimes and are just completely unaccountable for them. People like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, who go through union breaking and making shitty business decisions that hurt people. Not shitty business decisions that cost them money, but Amazon overworking people to the point of literal death. Tesla making cars that are so flawed that if their batteries catch fire, everyone in the car will die. They will never be brought to account for that. The Constitution of the United States of America is simply not powerful enough to bear the will of the people against them. And that is that. That's the country that we're living in right now. And the fact of the matter is, I don't know how to change it. it isn't justice. Justice, everyone is accountable to justice, or should be accountable to justice. And justice also understands, right? It's people. Justice is a compromise. People can understand that there are extenuating circumstances to things. People can understand that someone who's dealing drugs is trying to take care of their family because no one will fucking hire them. But, like, in the time it took for Donald Trump to not get arrested today, how many low-level drug dealers do you think were arrested? How many low-level drug dealers do you think were sentenced to 20 or 30 years in prison because they were selling Ritalin or fucking Novocaine or whatever drugs minor drug dealers sell? It's not justice. It's not order. It's chaos. And I have this horrible feeling. I've had this horrible feeling since I was a teenager, and I first realized that this was a thing. I have this horrible feeling that something's going to give. Something has to give eventually. Things can't keep going like this. We can't keep living in a world where the people who hold things up are persecuted and demeaned and imprisoned, while the people who are bearing things down, literally working to destroy the planet, are propped up, are above the will of the people. And something's gotta give sometime. And it won't be pretty. That sucked and I hated doing it. You know where the comments are, you know where the likes are. Please don't like this. This is very depressing. Leave a comment though if you want. Share it on like Reddit or Facebook or whatever. Twitter. Is Twitter still around? I haven't checked. I was kicked off of Twitter last week for telling people that Donald Trump was immune from the law. Incidentally, that's considered spreading fake news. And yes, that is exactly why I decided to make this video. I am not proud. If you want to pay for me having instilled you with catastrophic despair at the state of the world, don't do that. Don't do that. But I will leave a link to my Ko-Fi, which, as of now, is the Ron Escape from the Beige Void Fund, in the description. If you have a couple of dollars that you aren't going to use for anything else, feel free to drop it in there, but no pressure. I'm probably not going to be leaving here anytime soon. Next video. What's did I want to make the next video about? I think I've got another depressing topic that I want to talk about, but not as depressing as this. Because this is another thing that we can, like, fight. This is something we can actually fight against. No, wait, that's the video after that. The next video, I'm going to reframe what I said here. Because I want to make something less depressing. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Make something less depressing and then use the third thing as, like, an example of how we do that. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That works. So, yeah. Until we get there, go out, do something important, and take care of yourselves, alright?